Hi everyone, and welcome back. If you are new here, my name is May, also known as Miss Leva, and this isn't really the typical way that I go about filming my videos, but today we have a very casual, kind of relaxed video. I actually am getting ready to pack for a little getaway that we will be doing in the next couple of days. We're actually heading to Austin for our first time. We're gonna be there for 4 days. And last time I packed for our Chicago getaway, I said how I had packed everything for like a full-on winter vacation in a carry-on, and I got a lot of questions in regards to how I get that done. So today, that's what I basically wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, it is gonna be a super relaxed, chill video. I mean, I don't do my makeup to pack. I actually wanna be as comfortable as possible because I have to move around a lot. Hence the no makeup look, no earrings, a basic t-shirt, some joggers, and all the mess behind me. So I really hope you enjoy this kind of laid back video. And the first thing that I actually wanted to do was get all of my toiletries together and kind of show you what I take to do my makeup and just my skincare, and show you where I pack them as well. And then we'll come on back to this room to get the rest of the packing done. All right, so we're currently in my bathroom. Hopefully the lights are not too distracting. Sorry about that. But I just basically got together all of the toiletries that I will be taking. Now, I'm pretty sure that most of you are aware, but if not, I highly recommend that if you can get all your toiletries or all your essentials in travel size, that would be ideal, because that way you're gonna take up a lot less space while you're packing. Like, I have this little bottle which is for my contact solution. You know, I have the sunscreen that I tend to use. I have a bigger size, but I have this little travel size that I take with me. And you know, just things like that that will help you minimize how much space you are actually taking up when you're packing things. That would be ideal. So I basically have everything here. You guys know, because I've mentioned it before, I'm very minimal when it comes to my skincare and my makeup. For skincare in the morning, I have a simple face wash. I go ahead and then put some hyaluronic acid, which I keep in this little bottle. And then right now I am going through the process of a chemical peel. So I do have specific aftercare items that they sent for me. So for daytime is this one, and then nighttime is this one, which is perfect because they come in these little tubs and they don't take up a lot of space. And then after I do that, I obviously apply my sunscreen, and then I go in with my CC cream. I do use this e.l.f. one, which I've mentioned it before. I just take my setting powder, which I will apply after, and then bronzer and a little bit of brush, and then some concealer that I put on as well. So I'm very simple. I don't have like an extensive makeup or skincare routine, and that's even better for packing purposes because I don't have to carry a lot of things. So what I do is all of the skincare and makeup stuff, I will go ahead and put in my toiletry 26, which is this one here. I also have a few brushes, which are the ones that I take, and then the beauty blender. This is the new one. All right, so we're all set in here. Now, I gotta tell you, it's kind of a beautiful mess inside of here. I've gotten used to packing my things like this because when I make it to my destination, what I basically do is I just take everything out of the toiletries and I display them at a glance. Just, it's easier for me that way. I know that there are toiletries that are compartmentalized, that have compartments that you can, you know, make it easier for you to see your things and not have to bring them all out at once. But like I said, I've kind of gotten used to doing my traveling like so, and it's no bother. And I also feel like this toiletry doesn't take up as much room as those other ones would. So just a quick glance in here. As you can see, I just pretty much play Tetris and stack things upon each other, and they all fit in there perfectly fine. The only thing that I left out was my glasses, which I will put that in my personal item, and they're just basic key eyeglasses, and then I do keep my contacts case in here as well. Now I do have my toiletry 19, and then what I like to do with this one, which I previously mentioned also, was I like to put the things that I know I might be needing during the flight, so just that it's easier access to grab this little pouch and then take whatever it is that I need, than having to pull out this big one and then going around and seeing if I can find what it is that I need at that moment. So we'll pack this one in the other room as I get everything else together. Before I actually sit down and get into all the packing and showing you how I accommodate the things in my carry-on, I did want to share with you a little bit of a pro tip, as I like to call it. I love planning my outfits ahead of time. I go ahead and plan out the itinerary of what we're gonna be doing while we're over there, and then that way I get a better sense of if we head out in the morning, am I gonna be able to come back and change before going to dinner, or is it gonna be like a full-on day of exploring and we're literally just gonna come back to the hotel to go to bed basically and then just do it all over again the next day. So for that reason, I kind of wanted to show you. I go ahead and write everything here in a notebook, and then that way I'll go ahead and put my outfits together. As you can see back there, I do have a rack basically displaying everything, and then I take photos of the outfits that I have put together. I feel that for me personally, that's the best way to do it. I definitely repeat tops, repeat bottoms, repeat coats. You know, I'm very realistic when it comes to my packing. I'm not going on a fashion show, but I do like to dress pretty when I'm on vacation and put together cute outfits. And I feel like if you're watching this video, you're trying to learn tips in order to do that as well. All right, so hopefully this angle is good enough so you can see pretty much everything. Like I said, I try to plan my outfits before to avoid overpacking. And then I also focused on taking a lot of neutrals so that they would match with one another. Now, this trip is more or less a little bit of a cold trip. It's currently February and the temperature in Austin is anywhere from like high 30s to like low 70s. I mean, I've been checking it and there's some days that I wake up and it's 35 and then 3 hours later it's gonna be 72 degrees. So for me personally, it made it a little bit difficult on how to choose my outfits because I feel like I'm gonna have to head out really bundled up, and then throughout the day I'm gonna have to be taking off layers. But I was kind of smart about it. We did rent a car, so we're gonna be in the car, you know, to move from place to place. And then when we are in restaurants, we're gonna be inside. So I don't think I have to bundle up too much. So for that reason, I went ahead with thinner layers, which I have them all here, but same thing. As you will see, they pretty much are very neutral colors. I have a white, I have a beige, I have a black, and then I have like an off-white. And they're all pretty thin layers, where in the case that it does get warmer throughout the day, I'll be able to remove whatever coat or cardigan I have over. I am taking this big jacket, which is the jacket that I plan to wear for our dinners at night that we do have planned. And then I also have ways of styling it a little bit more casual in order to wear it throughout the day. I will be taking my cardigan from Burberry here. I love the print of this cardigan. I feel like it's so easy to match with everything else, and you can also dress it up or down. So for that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one because I feel like I have the options of wearing it during the day as well as at night. And then for bottoms, I'm gonna go with very basic, a pair of jeans and a pair of black jeans, which I had not folded yet. Here we go. And for nighttime, since we do have two nicer restaurants that we do want to check out, I will be taking these boots that I have. Now, you guys, you have to remember I live in Miami, so none of these things pretty much get used any other time during the year unless I'm visiting a colder place. So I have to take advantage and make sure I take all of my cute winter clothes. So for that reason, I'm taking these boots, which I got and I took to Chicago as well, and I love them. And then here on the side, you do have a pair of socks that I'm packing. We have my pajamas, my underwear and bra, and then these sneakers back here are the ones that I will be leaving with. Now, I did contemplate on taking another pair of shoes, but that's why I recommend that you plan your outfits ahead of time, because you realize that you really don't need them. For the dinner reservations that we do have, I know that I want to wear the nicer boots, and then the rest of the days we're pretty much going to be out the whole time. I know I'm not going to be wearing the boots, I'm going to be wearing the sneakers, and then I'll just pack a pair of sandals, you know, like flip-flops, be able to walk in the Airbnb that we're staying at. All right, so here we have the luggage. Mine is the away carry-on, the smaller size, and when I have her stored away, I just put all of my empty packing cubes inside of her. Last time that I went on that Chicago trip, I actually didn't use any of them, and everything fit inside really well. I was pleasantly surprised. However, I do like the organization that the packing cube allows you to have. So for this trip, I will be going with packing cubes. I'll make sure to link down below the ones that I use. I have had these for years. I think it's been over 5 or 6 years. These are from Eagle Creek. They have a more sturdy material to them, so that's why I like them. I recently did get the ones from Amazon Basic, and they pretty much get the same job done. They're not bad. However, the material is more of like a nylon, so I do feel like they're more cheapy, if that makes sense. I'll link them both below because regardless of the fact they get the job done, but if I had to choose one over the other, I would definitely go for the Eagle Creek. All right, so in one of them, what I will be doing is I'm gonna go ahead and place the jeans. So I'll place them down below, folded like so. I know that a lot of people have different techniques on how they go ahead and pack their packing cubes or their luggage all together. I really vary. I mean, there's sometimes that I roll, there's sometimes that I fold. So I'm gonna just go ahead and lay the jeans in the bottom. And then what I will do is I'm gonna fold all the pieces of tops that I have, which are very thin, and then I'll go ahead and just place them one on top of the other. Now, since I am using the Eagle Creek one, it does give you a lot more give for your items. So I feel like you could definitely pile on a couple of more things and be able to compress the packing cube a lot better than the Amazon ones. That is one of the reasons why I like these so much. So I went ahead and placed both jeans, 4 t-shirts, well, not shirts, they're actually like very thin sweaters, and then my pajamas in this one. I'm gonna go ahead and close it up, and I'm gonna put it on one of the sides of the carry-on, and I'll show you how that looks in a minute. What I'm actually gonna do is, in order to not have to put in another packing cube, I'm gonna go ahead and put my socks and my undergarment already in here as well, just so that I can have all of it in one packing cube. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, it didn't bolt out that much more either. These packing cubes are fantastic, you guys. I can't rave about this enough. Now, I did want to mention, in the case that, let's say this packing cube was like super stuffed, and then I had, you know, underwear, socks, smaller items like so, since I do have the boots that I will be folding and putting in, what I would have done was I just would have slid in the socks and underwear and bra and all of that, and taken up the space that the boots are gonna, no matter what, take up in the luggage, in order to give me more space to be able to put other things inside of the luggage. I hope that makes sense. I did want to share that little pro tip because I feel like when you're packing, you want to try to make the most out of all of the space that you have in the suitcase, so you can take as much as possible. You know, this is a specific trip and we're only going for 4 days, but we've done vacations for a whole week where it's been maybe a summer vacation, or even to Paris, which I did go ahead and film a pack with me for that trip. It was actually Paris and Turkey, and we went for about 11 days, and I also was able to fit everything inside a carry-on, so I'll make sure to link that one either up here or down below for you guys. But what I always try doing is finding any little nook and cranny and space in my carry-on in order to fill it up with more items, so like that I have more options and everything that I need to take makes it to the trip. I will go ahead and put in the packing cube there like so, and what I will be doing is I'm not going to put my cardigan or my jacket in a packing cube. I'm actually just going to place them in here as well. Okay, so I had to maneuver a couple of things in here, but I thought I was gonna lay out the cardigan the full length, but it turns out that it was taking up too much space here, so the zipper was kind of getting caught. So what I did was I just folded it enough so both the coat and the cardigan fit in the upper part, and then I have the bottom part with that packing cube. So that's good to go there. Now we're gonna move on to the other side, and on the other side what I will be putting is my Toiletries 26 with all of my toiletries and my makeup and skincare. That will go there. And then I will also go ahead and place my boots in here. All right, so there's that. I went ahead and just put the boots, and then I put the toiletry up here. I do have a corner space here. Hopefully you guys can see it right up here. I do plan on putting my iron. Now, I personally just go with my iron because I can do either curls or flat iron my hair with that option. You know, if you start taking an iron, a curling wand, a blow dryer, and all of that, that will definitely take up a ton of space. So I highly, highly recommend if you can blow dry your hair with the blow dryer that the hotel or the Airbnb offers, that would be ideal. And then just try to take something that you can style your hair with just that one particular piece rather than taking various things in order to do different styles. I did want to show you guys that we do have a keep all that we bought specifically for this because we know that we go ahead and take a carry-on, so we want to make sure that we maximize as much space as possible. And the keep all 45 is the biggest piece of keep all that you can take up in the cabin. So for that reason, we went ahead and went with that size. And by we, I mean my husband and I. He has his own and I have my own. But if I don't need to take it, I'd rather take a smaller bag just so that I don't have to be carrying such a large piece that's gonna pretty much be half empty. So for that reason, I do have a few other personal items that I lean to, and I wanted to bring them all out to show you. So first I have this Michael Kors, I think it's like a jet setter tote. I'm not really sure what the name is, but I'll make sure to... Hello? Hi. Hi. I'm filming. No. All right, so back to what I was saying. I have this one, like I mentioned, it was a gift actually from my mother-in-law, and I think it's a great size for a personal item. It fits a ton. So this is the one that I will be taking on this trip, so I'll show you how I pack it. But I also wanted to show you the other options that I have. As you know, I usually tend to lean towards my Longchamps, and I have these two options to choose from. This was the one that I took on the Chicago trip, and these things are no joke. These babies pack so much and they're really so comfortable. And it's also a great option to take another bag. So if you're going somewhere where you feel like the weather is gonna be a little iffy, these are perfect because it can pour, you guys, and nothing will penetrate these bags. I mean, these bags are really like such great bags to have just in general in your collection, and then they're really good personal items to take on your trips as well. And then the last one that I do consider from time to time is my Neverfull. Now, I personally have never used it as a personal item just because I don't want to damage it, and for the most part your personal item is going to be going through the conveyor belt. It's going to be thrown underneath the seat of the airplane. You know, it's going to go through some hard times from when you leave your home and make it to the destination. So for that reason, I've never really used this one, because even though it's definitely been loved, this baby is over 7 years old, I think. I have a video on it, so I'll make sure to link it. I don't want to, you know, just not care for it anymore. But it is a good size. This one's actually the MM, and I really do think that it's very comparable to the Longchamps. So it is a good size to carry, you know, the things that you need to have for easy access. So I just wanted to share this as another option as well. All right, so now back to packing the personal item. Another question that I did get on my Instagram is how I take the bags that I will be using while at the destination. Now, I can easily put these bags in my carry-on. However, sometimes they might tell you that you actually need to check in your carry-on because all of the compartments in the cabin are full. And for that reason, I don't want to have to start opening up my carry-on at that point and switching out the things that are a little bit more valuable into my personal item. So I try my best to pack the bags that I will be using during my trip in my personal item, and so far it's worked perfectly fine. Now for this trip in particular, I do want to take two. I'm actually going to take this new cutie that I just got. I recently uploaded my unboxing video, so if you haven't, make sure to check that out. But I will be taking the Polen #1 in the nano size, and then I also will be taking my Pochette Métis. This is like my ride or die travel bag. I love this bag. I've been leaning a lot towards my Speedy B 25 lately, which is right here. And this one's really good too. But for this particular trip and for the outfits that I planned, I feel like the pajamatees will be a better fit. What I try to do before I go ahead and pack them into the personal item is any specific piece or thing that I will be taking that I'm not going to use until we make it to the destination, I can go ahead and pack inside of the bag just to be able to take up that extra available room. And then that is about it for now. So I'll go ahead and close up this one. And then I do put them inside of their dust bags or a particular dust bag if it just doesn't come with one, in order to make sure that it doesn't get damaged inside of my personal item. Okay, so we have here the personal item, like I said, that I will be taking. So I just go ahead and place the first one in there. And then the pajamatees, I will be putting it in there, but on its side, just so that it fits a little bit more comfortable. So here we have the both bags. We have the pajamatees here, and then we have the Polen one in the bottom. Now, I thought I was going to have to take the Toiletries 19 just for easy access items, but I won't be needing to do so. So this is staying behind. I do have a pack of small wipes, which I'll go ahead and just place inside of the bag. My wallet will go ahead and be into one of those slip pockets in the back. I have my mini pochette, which I have a ton of junk inside, and that one I can just also place somewhere in the corner of the bag. A pen, just to have easy access there. Then my hand cream, a little pill box that I carry, and my headphones. Go ahead and put those in the slip pockets on the side of the bag. So let me come up a little bit closer to show you this. All right. So we have the bag here. This is the Polen. This is the pajamatees. The wipes are back there. Then I have the mini pochette here. And then on the two front slip pockets, I went ahead and placed everything else. So there I have my wallet, the pen, the headphones, the hand cream, and the pill box. So this is it for the personal item. I also have a few masks that I obviously need to take. So I'll go ahead and put these in the back slip pocket. And then I'm also going to take my laptop and my charger. Let me get it just to show you that it does fit, but I won't be packing it yet because I'm still using her. Okay, so here I have the charger that I will be taking, and that one, same thing. I can just put it on the side of the bag. And then here is the laptop. I do have a 13-inch MacBook. And there we go. That fits right there. And this one is perfect. It is heavy, obviously. It has a ton of things inside, but I love that you can grab it by a top handle. You can put it in the crook of your arm if you need to just get it really quick. And then it also has this awesome thick shoulder strap, which I personally love using. I don't use it crossbody because the bag itself is pretty large, but I do love throwing it over my shoulder if we need to rush anywhere or if I just need to carry the bag on itself. But if not, what I normally tend to do is just keep this one on top of my carry-on just so that it's a little bit more comfortable overall. All right, guys, so that is it. I really tried to make this video as short as possible. I don't think that's gonna be the case, but I wanted to make sure that I went into really good details of what I do, how I pack, what I leave out, what I take. Like I said, I plan my outfits, which I really think that is key in order to not overpack. You'll see that you'll take so many items that you won't end up even using while you're on your trip. So really planning out those outfits and taking pictures, I think, is a huge help. Also, the packing cubes are really good just to have them in order to compress more items together. And like I also mentioned, having a good personal item is really important as well. If you can try and maximize and get the largest item that's possible to take up in the cabin, then by all means go for that. But if not, just go for something that will fit the essentials that you'll need, obviously. And make sure to always take, your most valuable belongings with you in that personal item, in my opinion, just in case you do need to check in your carry-on, you still have those items by your side. So I hope you enjoyed the video overall. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you are new, please consider subscribing down below. It really helps me out on the growth of this channel. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to watch this video, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, everyone.